take a look at the woman on the left-hand side of this screen. If you had to guess her race or what she identifies as, what would you guess? What if she were to tell you that she is black and that she identifies as black? How would that make you feel? Would you believe her? In the United States, racial classification and the racial classification system used in the United States was unique because in America, it was decided by blood quantum what race you could identify as and what race you would be identified as. Hence, historical racial projects such as the one-drop rule. The one-drop rule claimed that if you had even one drop of black blood in your body, even a great ancestor, you would be considered black. And therefore, by law, you had to identify as black. So you could look like that, in theory, you could look like that woman and still be treated as a black person because of your black ancestry. Now, this is one of the most debated topics in racial theory today, especially on social media. So I was curious about it. And I went out and I gained IRB approval and I found interview participants to talk to see if they still believed that white passing was a valid concept in the United States today. That you could look white but be considered black. And what I found is that people either accepted those people's claims at blackness or they flat out rejected those people's claims at blackness. The most important thing I learned in my research was that for the participants who I interviewed who did view those people as black and accept their claim as blackness, that they had to accept that claim or that they had to be claiming it for the right reasons. There had to be an air of authenticity in that because a lot of my participants told me that they know people who claim blackness as a way to get approval from schools or as a way in order to benefit off of it. So in order for people for my participants to view those people as black, they only had to do it in a position where they would stand to lose by claiming blackness, not a position where they would stand to gain by claiming blackness. But then again, I didn't have that many participants, and this was a master's thesis, so I could only interview maybe a dozen or more people, so my research and scope was limited. That I would need to do further research to understand what specific groups will need to learn, or how specific groups would view it. That was my thesis. Thank you for your time.